Hey guys, and welcome to the Tarot Self Therapy course. I'm super excited to be working with each of you over the next 6 weeks. And I wanted to just make this intro video to kind of give you some pointers and some tips and to explain how the course is set up and how to get the most out of it. So welcome to week 1. Every week we have a video and a workbook. The workbook is in the form of a PDF that you can download and print, or you can just download it to your computer and reference it on your computer and then work through the exercises and questions in your journal, which is actually what I would probably do if I was taking this course, because I find that when I write things down or when I'm doing reflections or practicing spreads, I like to have a lot of room and space. But you can always print out the workbooks and keep those with your tarot journal as well. The first thing that I would really mention about how to get the most out of this course is to both watch the videos and use the PDFs and do the exercises. Don't just watch the videos and then skim over the PDF or ignore the PDF and vice versa, because sometimes there will be things that are not in the video that are in the PDF, and there will be things that are in the PDF that aren't in the videos. So just keep that in mind, that even if you want to listen to the videos, for example, while you're driving or commuting, or just you are more of a video-oriented person, do put in the extra effort and use the workbooks as well, because there's a lot of really useful information and tips that are going to be in the PDFs. I would also say that it's not really that important that you take the course at the pace of, one video, one PDF every week. If you get busy in a couple weeks and you need to take a couple weeks off, that's totally fine. You don't need to take the course along with everyone else. This is designed to be a take at your own pace course, so you're always going to have access to the videos and you're always going to have access to the PDFs. I do recommend that you save the PDFs to your computer, but if down the road you realize you didn't save one, I'm going to be sending out a final email that has all of the links and passwords and everything that you're going to need to access all of this information indefinitely. I'm not going to take it down. So you will have access forever, so no pressure. If you get busy, don't worry about it. Just skip a week and follow along at your own pace. If you want to do like group dynamics and talk to other students, or if you want to kind of join in on the conversation or ask questions to a group, you can join the Facebook group, which I will be putting a link in this first email, so you should have seen that already. And the Facebook group, again, that's going to be going indefinitely. I'm not going to close that down, so if you use Facebook and you want to participate in any of the conversations, you're welcome to do that. However, it's definitely not a requirement. Nothing that's really important is going to be, revealed in the Facebook group and not in the course. Like, if I see something in the group that I feel like, oh, this is really important, we need to address this in the main course materials, then it will be in the course materials, or I'll send it out in another email. So, just keep that in mind. It's not a requirement. You don't need to get Facebook if you don't want to use Facebook. It's just a way for some of us to get together if we want to and ask questions and share spreads. You also have access to me through email during the 6 weeks, so I'll always be adding my email to the bottom of every week's installment, so you can easily contact me if you need any help or support. You'll get a lot more different kind of perspectives on things by posting in the group, but you can always email me directly if you have a question, or if something isn't making sense, or if you want to just let me know how the course is going. I would love to hear from you. And essentially, that's really kind of it. I don't care, like I said, if you watch the video first or if you read the PDF first, it doesn't really matter. It just matters that you kind of get a sense of everything each week if you want to go more deeply with tarot. And that's really what this course has been designed to do. It's designed to help you to achieve your own relationship with your cards, help you feel more confident reading for yourself. A lot of times we tend to have issues reading for ourselves because we might feel kind of timid, or we might not know how to address a challenging spread. And so that's what these empowering therapeutic card definitions are all about. It's about you kind of being able to use your cards in a way that's going to be helpful and be sort of reliably helpful, so that over time you can use your cards for not only for like amazing guidance and insight, but also for like a self-therapy and something that's going to help you feel better and work on your emotional state and your moods, so that you can see kind of improvements there as well, and also at the same time get some really valuable information from your cards. So that's basically the gist of it. Like I said, I do recommend that you guys keep some kind of a tarot journal. Here's one of my journals that I use for writing down intuitive things, and sometimes I record my personal tarot readings in there. But I also use just regular college ruled notebooks. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but I feel like it's really important to kind of keep notes as you go through the process of discovering your relationship with tarot. And your first spreads, especially if you're a beginner, your first spreads and what you get from them are going to be really priceless for you down the road. It's really fun to go back and look at your first impressions about a card, or the first reading you did for yourself on a specific issue. And it's amazing to see like the patterns that start to take shape when you have a record of all of the readings that you've done, and you can go back and see, wow, the Page of Wands came up for me, just before I did this like really creative thing, or, the Tower in one of my readings came up for me at a really powerful time in my life when I was just learning tarot. And it's just interesting to see how your relationships with these different cards and archetypes will develop over time. So I highly recommend writing down your spreads and keeping a journal as you go through this course, and just continuously as you make time for yourself to develop this relationship with divination, develop your relationship with these archetypes. And really, for me, like using tarot in this way as a therapeutic way, it is also about developing a relationship with yourself. So it's really beautiful to have that kind of way to look back and see kind of how you've grown and how you've used the cards to achieve different things. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful thing. So I highly recommend it. I can't talk about it enough. Keep a tarot journal. And if you are watching the videos, for example, and you see a card that you have a difficult relationship with, jot down some notes about any insights that you're getting, or any aha moments, or anything that you still don't get, because as you continue practicing, you're going to find that these things kind of come full circle, and you're going to get a broader, more holistic view of each of these archetypes throughout the next 6 weeks. And that's really the goal. So just write down anything and everything that you feel, even if it's something challenging, or even if it's like something that you don't totally understand yet. Just keep a note of all of your insights as you go through each of the videos. And use the practice spreads, use the exercises that come with each week, because that's really what's going to make you a better reader in the long run, is practice. And the more that you practice, the more that you're going to develop your own relationship with each of the cards, because you're going to start to intuitively remember the way that different cards have come up in different readings, and what the different card combinations, the insights that those have triggered for you. And over time, that's really what makes you an amazing reader, is having that sort of intuitive memory of past readings. And that's kind of unlocks something within you that it's really hard to describe, but it's an ability to sort of just look at a spread and read the energy without calling up all of those past specific examples, but you start to just kind of react in a very intuitive way to a spread. And so, but that takes time to build. So do the practices, use the exercise tips, and really kind of make sure that you're using your cards for yourself, at least I would say 3 times a week at this stage, and more if you can. The more that you can read for yourself, or even on made-up situations, the better that you're going to become, and the more deeply you're going to go into the cards. Okay guys, have fun. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. I really look forward to it, and I will talk to you guys in a bit.